You are locked in a room with mysterious books and some portraits. There are clues scattered around, and the timer ticking. You have only 70 minutes to escape. But don't worry, this is just a game.
Basic idea is you and your family or your friends, you are locked inside the room. But you have to observe what's going on inside the room, and there are certain puzzles here. By solving them correctly, you'll get additional clues, additional hint. Those directions will lead you to the next game, next scenario, next storyline, and then eventually you can successfully escape.
Room Escape started out as a video game, where a player is required to escape from imprisonment by exploiting their surroundings. The real-life version first came out in Japan in 2008. Then its popularity snowballed, especially in Asia. In Beijing, China's capital alone, there are hundreds of escape rooms, but in Manhattan by now, there are only a dozen. Home Escape is a global franchise escape room provider based in Beijing. The company opened in 2012 and is now doing business in several countries around the world. Last year, they brought their business to New York City, and they are now doing quite well among New York local customers, which, according to the manager, accounts for about 95% of those who came here to play.
I would say in US, it's not a lot of provider. It's just a starting point. At this stage. But in Europe and in Russia, there are also a lot of escape providers, and it's also popular in there. I would say Asia and China is very popular, but in US, it's a new market.
The game calls for attention, imagination, patience, as well as teamwork. Players have to explore everything in the room and put themselves in the story. It is a chance for people to get away from their screens, get back to real life, and communicate with their teammates. Whereas it is regarded mostly as just a game in China, it is seen more as a team-building activity, which comes a little bit of a surprise.
It was really difficult. We needed a couple of hints along the way, but it gets your brain going. You really got to think. You have to work as a team. So it was a lot of fun.
And I think I really was able to problem solve with all of my coworkers, and it was a lot of fun. It was a little nerve-wracking at the end with all the extra lights and stuff, but we figured it out, and it was a really great experience.
At this point, our customer base is, I would say, 30% of the customer, a corporate customer. They come here for team building. They came here as the interns, so they watch how the intern perform, how the intern communicate and work with each other. And then I don't know if there will be a factor of if they want to hire them or not, but it's what they do. They bring their intern here.
The designing of a game like this is also teamwork, and it is no easy job. Designers have to make a balance among storytelling, mystery, logic, and to make sure each and every clue plays an essential role in cracking the puzzle.
We are not just one people we thinking of puzzle design the game. We have a strong team. In the headquarters, they have at least 20 full-time escape game developers. It's a new job in China now. It's a full-time job. Their job is developing the game and test it with a lot of customers.
The design of the game, the props, and the management all come from China. The company is being acknowledged in New York in the most straightforward way, bringing people excitement and getting people closer to each other.
We always say C2C, copy to China, and the Chinese and people already got this mind. Everything in China is copied from US. There are a lot of stuff we can bring China to here. It's not C2C anymore. We can copy a lot of stuff, a lot of good stuff in US in China to US now.
Chinese production is not only about labor intensive, it can be really cool.
That's also we're a little bit proud of ourselves. We bring the most fun experience in China to US.